approved ops. They did it again. There is a new deck. It's coming to you. Oh, baby.
Oh my god.
Should I leave that in, or is that too cringe?
That's
It's pretty
good.
cringe.
It'll get a lot of comments.
Do you think it'll get a lot of views?
I think it'll get and because people will comment like in the first 10 seconds, and you can cut it halfway through the baby.
No, this is still part of it.
No, this isn't part of it.
It is part of it. I'm the one that does the editing.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Here we are, folks. What an intro that was.
Yeah.
We got new approved ops deck, and we're here to talk about it. What do we got?
Well, first thing, as we are required to say, this was sent to us early by Games Workshop for free. So we've had a chance to get our grummy little hands all over it and look at all the cards. Basically, everything's the same. Like there is a crit op. You score points from Tac Ops. Kill op is unchanged. Primary op is unchanged. All of the crit ops are different. Except for the ones that are the same, which is secure and loot, but the rest...
And one other one. Transmission.
Really? Oh, yeah. Secure, loot, and transmission.
1, 2, and 3 are the same.
The classics.
4 through 9 are different.
The wild cards. All of the Tac Ops are different. But the big changes, we'll do those first. Scouting. The scouting step is gone.
It's in the garbage like it should be.
Yeah. So scouting in this most recent edition of Kill Team has always felt a bit awkward. And now it is no more. So the upshot of that is that initiative in Turning Point 1 is a die roll, just like every other Turning Point. Teams that can take extra equipment are really good now because not everyone can take an extra piece of equipment.
Go equipment every game for scouting and have your 5 equipment that make your team work.
Yeah.
So you got to think harder about it. Also, the new like initiative system with like boosts to your initiatives when you lose one is good.
Yeah, so we'll explain that. So there's a new initiative system. So you roll for Turning Point 1, just like every other Turning Point, and whoever loses initiative in each turn is given a buff that they can apply to future initiative rolls. Basically what this means is that you'll never be in a position where you've lost Turning Point 2, 3, and 4 initiative again. I mean, there's always, 6s and 1s, but it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, I guess, no, actually, if you lose all of them, you'll have a +1, +2, and +3, which equals +6.
Right.
So you can become unbeatable.
Yeah.
If you lose everything, you can win Turning Point 4.
Initiative has always been a bit of a source of frustration in these games. It's felt so extremely powerful to win Turning Point 2 and 3 initiative. And so now you get not only an extra command point for your trouble, but some assurance for later in the game.
Yeah, like it remains to be seen how this will be 6 months from now if people are still happy. But so far, it seems like a good change.
Yeah.
And scouting was just annoying and didn't really add that much, in my opinion. And probably their opinions as well, because they changed it.
Yeah, it felt like scouting was so much less about picking a dash, a ploy, or equipment, and more just about trying to force your opponent to have Turning Point 1 initiative.
Or just like you take the equipment 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think those are both really positive changes. So we're putting together a video right now where we're going to talk about all of the Tac Ops in depth, and we're going to do a bit of a tier list to show you which ones we like, which ones we think will do well for certain teams, and that sort of thing. But for this first overview, we're just going to talk about our favorite ones from each archetype, along with one of the crit ops. So why don't we start with the crit op? Because I think that's like the wildest one of them all. So our favorite one is called Stake Claim. First thing I love about it is...
You can read that, right?
Yeah, I don't need to make a graphic for that. The first one is called Stake Claim. Best thing about it is there's not a lot of text and there's no mission action, which is interesting. And so basically the way this works is you and your opponent both pick an objective that you wager you're going to win, and then you score some points if you do it.
Yeah, you can't pick the same one multiple times. But yeah, I think this is fun. I think this is something different. And I remember a few short weeks ago, I was saying in a video on here, maybe I'll pull the clip up. Truthfully, I'm not sure how many really unique, compelling crit op ideas they can come up with. Not that they aren't good at their jobs, but I'm just like, how many exist? And I think they've done it. I think they've actually figured out like more interesting ways to make more crit ops. So I stand corrected, I guess.
I don't remember the clip you're talking about, so I'm looking forward to seeing this video.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is really good. There's a lot of standouts, honestly. Like, I think in season 1 of Approved Ops, it felt like if you don't get secure loot or transmission, the game was going to be unenjoyable for me a lot of the time. But these ones are much more engaging, and they feel less likely to score 6 points from too, which I think is nice. I think in general, fewer kill team games going to 21 points is a good thing. But yeah, I think that they're going to make for tighter games and more enjoyable games, and there are fewer routes to total domination, which I think is definitely a great thing.
Yeah.
So what's the first archetype?
Okay, we're just gonna we're just going over a few here. We'll have like a full in-depth chat later in the week, probably, or the week after. But okay, so first, good old Seek and Destroy.
Yep.
Dominate. This one was like previewed a little bit on
Oh, was it?
the Warhammer community website. But I think that's cool.
I didn't read the article.
We can talk about it. Maybe a lot of people didn't read it.
Yeah.
So Dominate. You reveal this the first time an enemy operative is incapacitated by a friendly operative. Additional rules. Each time a friendly operative incapacitates an enemy operative, that friendly operative gains one of your Dominate tokens. And then VP, at the end of the 3rd and 4th turning points only, so you can't score this in turning point 2, you can remove Dominate tokens from friendly operatives that are not incapacitated. For each you remove, you score 1 VP, can't score more than 3 per turning point. So like, you absorb the souls of the people you kill, and then if you're still alive at the end of one of these last 2 turning points, you can
poop them out.
I guess that's one way to think about it. That's not what I was going to say. But yeah, I think this is cool.
Yeah.
I think, this is going to be very matchup dependent, because there's going to be some matchups where this is just terrible.
And I know that, like, for the sentence I'm about to say, we're going to get 1,000 comments saying, like, oh, elites are so busted. The last thing they need is more help. I think that this is going to be, like, one that elites take. Like, you're not going to want to take this with your horde team where your Melt-A-Gunner gets maximum 2 kills and is then slaughtered halfway through turning point 3, because that's what that operative is supposed to do. You're taking this with your Deathwatch Aegis veteran, planning to, like, bash some skulls and stick around. It's that type of Tac Op. But I also think it's got like a really fun narrative bent to it, like battle scars sort of thing, and like warriors of renown. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've mentioned it before, but I love things that score more at the end of the game than the beginning of the game. It just like, it keeps everyone more engaged. And it feels like there's always more up in the air, and your opponent has, more to think about. And one thing I really like about this one is that there's like such good counterplay. If somebody has racked up 2 or 3 kills, halfway through turning point 2 or 3, your opponent knows, like, I got to get to him by the end of turning point 3 or else he's going to start scoring points.
It's kind of like a bounty mechanic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's fun. I think it's going to be fun to play against as well. I mean, there's definitely going to be times where, like, someone's Angels of Death captain just like murks half your team and scores 6 points, and like, well, that must be nice.
All right, Recon. Recon was very highly rated in the 2024 pack. Right now we're looking at Retrieval. So reveal the first time you score VP from this. You get a mission action, Retrieve, for 1 AP. If the active operative controls an objective marker that hasn't been searched by friendly operatives, that operative is now carrying one of your retrieval mission markers, and that objective marker has been searched by friendly operatives. Friendly operatives can perform the pickup marker action on your retrieval mission markers. And then restriction, an operative cannot perform this action during the first turning point or while within control range of an enemy operative, pretty standard. How you score victory points. The first time each objective marker is searched by friendly operatives, you score 1. At the end of the battle, for each that you're holding, you get another 1.
You know what this made me think of? And I don't even know if they have this archetype. Salvagers.
Yeah, going in salvage.
Yeah, it feels like salvaging.
You kind of got to do it.
Yeah.
They don't have Recon, though.
Oh, what a shame.
Just kidding, they do.
Oh,
it's
good.
perfect for them.
There you go. Yeah, I like this one. What I really like is... it's not like Dominate where an operative needs to do something spectacular and then stay alive. It's like someone needs to do something and then they can get their head blown off and someone else can come and pick up the token and you can still score the points. Like, you're not going to be locked out of the points. I think this one is a great horde option. I think it's going to be fun. I like this one.
All right, security. We're going to highlight plant banner here.
Yep.
Reveal, when you perform the plant banner action, mission action, plant banner 1 AP, plant your banner mission marker within the active operative's control range, wholly within your opponent's territory, more than 5 inches from a neutral kill zone edge. Say that 5 times fast. Operatives can perform the pickup marker action on your banner mission marker. So we're seeing a theme here. There's much more picking up than there was previously.
Yep.
Restrictions, same as the last card basically, except you can only do this once per game. Victory points at the end of each turning point after the first. If your banner mission marker is wholly within your opponent's territory and friendly operatives control it, you score 1 VP. If that's true and no enemy operatives contest it, you score 2 VP instead. Note, your banner mission marker must be in the kill zone to score, not being carried.
I like this one because it is like a battle changer. You know, like halfway through the battle, you plant your banner and all of a sudden the other team has like another objective they have to control.
Yeah.
And it gives you a chance to use all of your fun damage reduction and justice scratches and APL buffs and APL nerfs and stuns and this icon bearer abilities and that sort of thing. I think it's fun. But it's going to be like, it's a good, you know, come and get it.
Yeah.
Objective.
Feels more security than a lot of the previous security Tac Ops. Which
Yeah.
are like,
pour one out for confirmed kill from Recon, which felt more seek and destroy than Recon, but
Yeah.
it was my favorite one.
all right, finally, infiltration, which used to be considered trash garbage. Right now we're looking at plant devices. Reveal, the first time a friendly operative performs the plant device action. Another mission action here, as we're seeing a theme. Lots of mission actions in these. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So plant device, 1 AP. One objective marker the active operative controls gains one of your device tokens. Then restriction, basically the same, all of this, or if they already have a device token, right? VP for scoring. At the end of each turning point after the first, if your opponent's objective marker has one of your device tokens, score 1 VP. For each other objective marker enemy operatives contest that has one of your device tokens, you score another VP. Cannot score more than 2 per turning point. This seems almost like a spiritual successor to Wiretap, except actually playable.
Yeah.
There are ways, obviously, for your opponent to deny you points, like the second bullet point. For each other objective marker enemy operatives contest, they could just not contest that marker, but they're going to lose out on crit op potentially, and like seems good for you if they're just letting you win on crit op then.
Yeah, definitely.
You may be thinking that a lot of these seem weaker, and I would say overall yes, but I think that's a good thing. I think these are less easy to score 6 points with across the board. It feels like that's by design. I think before they noticed like there were some Tac Ops that people were consistently maxing out. Plant Beacon comes to mind.
Oh yeah.
People would just like get max points on that every time. And I think here it's going to be more of a challenge to get full points for Tac Op, and it's going to be less the auto pick for your primary op. Maybe I'm wrong, but definitely a lot of them seem to have more deniability.
Yeah.
Like plant beacons, the thing is, it's very hard to deny for your opponent. You just like kill all their guys and they can't do it.
Yeah, sure.
But if if you have a guy alive in the area of the board where you can fit a beacon, you could just do it. And your opponent really had no counterplay or little counterplay. I mean, maybe some teams have, make your mission actions cost more, but like generally it's pretty hard to deny. These have universal deniability, so it's easier for your opponent to deny you points and it's harder for you to max them. But like I said, I think that's by design, and I'm looking forward to trying these out.
And, one nice thing about lower scoring games is I feel like in most games I've played in this edition, the primary op has been like a bit of an afterthought. It's like someone's winning by 8 and then they win by, 8 plus we both get 3 points, you know? Whereas I feel like if everything is lower scoring, maxing out primary and someone only getting 1 from primary very likely could be a game changer with this new format. And I think that's good. Keeps tension in the game longer, keeps everyone engaged through all 4 turning points.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with the approved ops overall. Let us know what you think in the comments. I know they've been kind of drip feeding some of this stuff, and people probably have a good idea of what's coming already. But yeah, let us know, and hopefully it works out in your games.
Yep. Shout out to our 1 HP gangsters and mountain goats. Why are you laughing at
That
me?
was a soft goat.
You know why.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for all your support. Keeps the lights on, keeps helping us grow. Couldn't be doing it without you.
See you soon. More content coming.
Yeah, Warcry FAQ and a new edition of Blood Bowl.
Wow. Amazing.
See ya.